Hey everyone, this is Karen and welcome to Tried and Tested. Today's video is going to be on products that I've emptied out over these last few months. But before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and also to activate the notification bell right beside the subscribe button so that every time I post a new video, you get notified. So I have done a couple of these videos in the past and I will link them down in the description box below in case you want to go check it out. Now I dump all my empties in this bucket and as you can see, it's full. So I think it was time for me to film an empties video. Also, you'll find all the links to all the products that I'm going to talk about down in the description box below. So the first item in here is this fruit whipped body butter and it's by this brand called Twak. So this was what I received in my December fab bag and I think it was the only item in there that I was okay with receiving. It wasn't a heavy thick cream that I assumed it to be and I was really happy with that because I cannot stand a cream that leaves my skin feeling oily and greasy. With regards to the fragrance, although I usually like fragrances that are sweet, I found this one to be a little overbearing and cloying, and because of that I wouldn't want to purchase this body butter or I wouldn't want to receive it in another fab bag. The next item in here is the Hydra Renew Regenerating Night Cream by the brand called Joy. Doesn't this packaging remind you of another brand? I don't know who got inspired by whom, but I'm just saying. But coming to the performance, I loved what this cream did to my skin. First of all, the consistency of this cream was perfect for my skin type. It would sink into my skin really well without making it look oily, but at the same time adding that healthy glow to the skin and also giving my skin the right amount of hydration. There's definitely fragrance in there, but it's not too much. And I would definitely consider repurchasing this night cream again. The next item in here is from a brand that I always rave about. This one's called Frosted Coconut Snowball and it's from Bath & Body Works. So I bought this during the Black Friday sale and I actually filmed a separate Bath & Body Works video which was to come out in December, but I wasn't really happy with the whole video and so I decided to scrap it. Anyway, the notes in here are frosted coconut, North Pole vanilla and winter freesia. This shower gel, to be very honest, wasn't one of the best that I have used. The scent is more of a tropical coconut scent rather than a Christmas edible coconut fragrance, if that makes any sense. I've always spoken of how hydrating I find the Bath & Body Works shower gels, but strangely this was a little disappointing and it did not live up to that expectation. So I finished using this a couple of days back and the weather in Mumbai right from December till a couple of days back wasn't very dry this time. But I found that my skin had like random dry patches after using the shower gel, so I'm a little confused here. And I would still continue to use shower gels from Bath & Body Works, but I don't think I would pick this one up again. The next item in here is a perfume and it's by Nina Ricci. It's called Rose Extase. I've talked about this perfume in detail in my very first fragrance video on this channel. So since I've already covered this in the past, I'm not going to talk about the notes in here. If you want, you can go check out that video. Anyway, in short, this is a rose scented perfume and it has a bit of an edible note as well as a woody note attached to it. I'm not someone who usually is a fan of rose scented products, but I think that this perfume was beautifully made, and what's interesting and impressive is that the performance of this perfume is also pretty great, both on the longevity as well as the projection. The next is a face wash from the brand called Aranya and this one's called the Tea Tree and Moringa face wash. So this is the first time that I heard of this brand and I really wasn't sure what to expect. But to my surprise, this face wash worked wonderfully well on my skin. It actually cleared my skin of tiny bumps that were there, which are back again. But it cleared my skin of those tiny bumps and my skin was looking quite even. So if you haven't guessed already, I'm definitely going to end up buying this face wash again. So the next empty in here is by the brand called Brine and Candy and this one is their revitalizing body polish. It's the strawberry one. There's nothing much to say about this scrub. The only thing that I noticed is that it was really mild on the skin, unlike a lot of other exfoliators and scrubs that sometimes can be quite harsh. And only because of the fact that I find it a little more milder, I may want to pick this up again. The next item is a toner by this brand called Dermafi. Now if you check the reviews on Nykaa, you'll see that it has great reviews, but Unfortunately, it did not work for me. It was quite a disappointment after using this toner. I think it did not suit my skin type and it would leave my skin feeling oilier and greasier than usual. So I think it's understood that I'm not gonna buy this face toner again. Another face toner in here, and one that was not disappointing, is by Forest Essentials, and this one's called the Pure Rose Water Facial Tonic Mist. First of all, I have to appreciate the mist. I think it was so fine on spraying. It's so unlike many other facial toners that I've used that come in the spray bottle, where on application the spray is really aggressive. Now secondly, there is fragrance in here, but it's not overpowering, and overall I think it just worked wonderfully well on my skin, and I've already added this to my cart, so I'm gonna repurchase this very soon. Then I went through this conditioner by L'Oreal Paris. It's called the Rapid Reviver Deep Conditioner. It's not the best that I have used because it would leave my hair feeling rough, which is not what conditioners are supposed to do. So I'm not going to buy this again. The next item that I have is by Clean and Clear. It's called the Clean and Clear Foaming Face Wash, which has been around in the market for quite some time now. I know that there are many people who swear by this face wash, and I've used other cleansers from Clean and Clear, but unfortunately this did not work for me. I found it a little harsh on my skin, especially around this area. I would feel a burning, itchy sensation, and because of that experience, I don't want to buy this face wash again. The next is a hand cream by Nykaa. This one is called Honeysuckle and White Tea. I bought it because I thought the fragrance was going to be good, but it did not live up to that expectation. I've used better scented hand creams, and yes, it does leave my hands feeling nice and moisturized, but so do the ones from Bath & Body Works and The Body Shop. They smell a lot better. So I'm going to continue using those hand creams, and I don't know if I would buy another hand cream from Nykaa. The next disappointing item from Nykaa was this lip balm. It's called the Serial Kisser. I know I'm making a very strong statement here, but I think this has got to be one of the worst lip balms that I've used. Of course, the quantity of every product gets lesser after you use it. That's pretty obvious. But the size of this just kept shrinking faster than expected, and it felt like it was melting away. Also, every time I opened the packaging, there was always lip balm melted and accumulated on the cap, which was pretty strange. Another factor that left me not wanting to reach out for this product again was on application, it felt like a lip scrub because there were like grainy particles on my lip, which is not how it should be, right? And I'm left a little confused because there are so many products from Nykaa, like their fragrances and their shower gels, that I want to try out. But these two have been so disappointing for me that I'm wondering if I should even consider buying those. The next item is this face wash, and it's from the brand Nivea. It's from the Milk Delights range, and it's the rose variant. I think I've used the honey one in the past, but I prefer this over that. It left my skin feeling clean, and at the same time it did not leave it feeling dry. Another item from Nivea that I would consider buying is this shower gel, and this one's called Fresh Pure. This does have a lovely fragrance to it, and I don't know about aquatic, but it does have a citrus kind of scent, like a sweet lime sort of fragrance to it. Well, I find it quite refreshing, and also the other great part to it is that it's pretty inexpensive. Now, the last item on the list is this under eye cream by Aroma Magic. I've done a detailed video on this a couple of months back. I'll link that below if you want to check it out. But I've decided to stop using under eye creams after using this. And the reason why I say that is because I've used an under eye cream which was expensive and supposed to be from a good brand, and then I've used this one which is inexpensive and also from a good brand, and both did not do anything. So I just decided that I'm not going to use an under eye cream. Alright, so these were all the products that I emptied out over these last few months. I feel like there were more regrets in this list this time, but anyway, I hope to use better performing products. So don't forget to like this video, share it across with your friends and family. Please continue to stay safe wherever you are, and I should hopefully see you in another video sometime soon.